Hello.
Hello.
I have been missing for a while, but I am alive. I am here, back from everywhere else. So hello. I also forgot to pull up the stream so that I could see the comments.
Oh, that would
I've
help.
forgotten how to do everything. That's what's happening. I've forgotten how to do everything.
That'll happen.
All right. So let me pop out the chat. Yay. Now I can exit that and have the chat. So I can actually respond. Unlike which StreamYard usually has. Well, I mean, you can respond, but it's like cumbersome.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Megan has kindly joined me for my first stream back. So yay, I don't have to do it all alone. Yes. So we've already got a couple people in the chat. Elizabeth is here. Hello. So happy we're back. Me too. I'm very much looking forward to the end of next week. I was telling Megan behind the scenes. So for those of you who were not privy to the discussion on Charlie's Twitch channel, which you should absolutely have been a part of, because if you're not following Charlie on Twitch, you should. But I have resigned from my teaching job, and I will not be returning for the second half of the teaching year. We are planning on moving states. So, not being within a reasonable driving distance, I can ask for a release of contract. So I have done so. And apparently they approved me on Tuesday, which was when the board meeting was. So I have 1 week left. I have to finalize grades on Thursday for the semester. But yeah, so I am.
That's so exciting.
Searching for something new. But so we're planning on moving to Colorado, and the prices out in Colorado are exponentially higher, shall we say, than in Georgia. So if I'm ever going to purchase a house of my own, I will not be able to do so on a teacher's salary. As a single Pringle, I will not be able to do that. So I'm going to have to figure out a different day job, at least until I can get my writing off the ground. So I am back in.
That's really exciting. New adventures all around.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully I'll be able to do some regular streaming along the way as I figure out what the heck I'm doing, what I want to be when I grow up. So we're back in that discussion again. So just Eva is here. Hello. And CB is here. Eep. And the Naked Firefly is here. Hello. How are you? Yes, welcome back. Yay. And Cache. Hello. Yay. I saw your DM on Instagram, and I just have not responded to anybody's DMs because I was deep in the grading hole. I got sick in September, I think it was, for like 2 weeks. And it was not COVID. I got tested twice, still was not COVID. But whatever it was affected my eustachian tubes. So I felt like I was going to pass out. And so I was out for 2 weeks until they gave me the right sort of antibiotics or whatever to knock whatever it out, mostly. And since then, I've essentially been playing catch up the whole semester. It was, yes. So it's good to see you and good to be back. I have missed the writing things. Yes, so that's relatively new. I didn't really want to talk about it until it was finalized and until the paperwork stuff had been mostly taken care of. But yeah, so you're a little bit worried about a writing spirit. Yes. Well, so I guess I'm one of the people who is like all or nothing when I'm focused on a task, which can be really good, but also can be really bad. How about you, Megan? Are you sort of like hyper-focused person, or are you multitasker?
Well, I mean, with my ADHD, I definitely get into hyper focus mode on certain things, and then other things I'm like totally ditzy about. It just depends on how interested in whatever it is I am.
Yes, that is truth too. Absolutely. Yes, Colorado. That's the plan. We are moving to Colorado. So it's all my brother and sister-in-law's fault. It's all their fault. Not really. It's my sister-in-law got a job offer for out in like one of the suburbs of Denver, and she had spent her residency there. She and my brother when they were going through when she was going through med school, and so they know Denver. They know the adventures out there. They want to raise the boys there, so they are picking up and moving the fam. And as my sister-in-law said, we're moving and we're taking you with us. So, oh yay. I'm sorry that I worried y'all. The grading hole was very deep. Very, very deep. So just Eva says hello. And yes, you are in Colorado. So hopefully we'll be able to connect in real life. That would be nice. And Charlie is here. Hey, hey. Charlie, if you feel like joining, the stream link is in your usual spot. Moving vlogs. Yes, content folks loves to watch even outside the community. That is true. That is very true. Yeah, and I've thought about that, but I also there might have to be some purging of items vlogs first.
Oh man, yeah. Definitely had to do that when I moved.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not taking all of this with me.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's going to be a new year, so New Year's cleaning sprees, organizing everything. That'd be nice. So, no worries at all. Yes, we are alive. We are well now that we're on our last week of work. But that is good. So, Alley Cat is here. Hello, welcome. And Cache with our reminder of hitting the button. Yes. Either button, because it both counts at this point. You know. Mallory says hello. Colorado is so pretty. You want to move there back there so bad. Yes. So we went out a couple of times while they lived there before, and did a couple adventures with them. I mean, I'm not exactly the most adventurous outdoor person, but I'll go on like some short hikes in the mountains and.
Charlie's here.
Yeah. I'm not the hardcore person. I'm not going to take like the giant backpack. I'm not that kind of person. But I'll take, I don't know, like a small backpack with some water and snacks. That kind of hiking.
Charlie's here.
Yay. Thank you. Excellent. Oh, now we're all
You made the mistake of saying, "Hey, if you want to be here, you should know better than just summon the Charlie."
Well, I wanted to summon you, Charlie. So, yes, it's kind of slightly amusing in some regards to be coming back from the dead. It just makes me want to write an undead story, you know. But folks like watching clean too. Yes, we do. CB says, I had to do that when you moved, and you do it every January, but you hate purging items. About every 6 months or so, I go through my books, and then I'm usually done. So, but I've got to do like paperwork files and stuff, and that's not as fun. So, yeah. And I won't be able to like vlog those because they've got like, identity and numbers and stuff like that. So, teaching life has been kicking everybody's butt. Yes, absolutely. Your personality, very last drop of energy. Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to that break. Okay, am I echoing to y'all?
I don't notice an echo, but
I was hearing one. I was muting myself to see if it was me, but
it could be me. Let me see.
Echo? No echo that time.
So it was probably me. Sorry.
Either way.
This means that StreamYard's echo reduction either got turned off. If you look into your microphone settings, they actually have an echo reduction checkbox when you go into your mic settings.
Okay.
And it gets turned off every now and then.
Is it under audio?
Yeah.
Okay, the echo cancellation. I see it. Okay.
Yeah, because every now and then it gets randomly turned off, and I don't know why.
That's weird.
That is weird. I don't know. And Mallory is here. Hello. Oh, Elizabeth. It's also a cool name too. So, and hello. Yes. Make a list of everything you need to do. Yeah, and do a little bit at a time. Yes. Okay, so CB said yes, there was an echo. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, me.
All right, and Charlie was also echoing. Oh, and now I'm echoing. Uh-oh.
And Mr. P here.
Hello.
The 2 years ago reunion.
Yes. Okay, so Megan, did you have us open on a second tab, or was there?
What do you? I have Instagram open.
It
also.
is possible that the volume is just too loud on Megan's side.
Let me turn the volume down.
Because I know when I'm in the office recording, if the volume's too loud, it gets confused and thinks it's a second voice.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, we'll work with it. Okay, so I do need to share the screen. I'm trying to remember how to do everything, y'all, so bear with me.
And it's changed since you've been gone, because there's the two, because there's the old school one, and then there's the picture-in-picture that puts everybody at the bottom. That's the one right next to it.
That one?
Yeah.
Do we want that one?
That's up to you. I'm just saying, they changed it.
You now have options.
Vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Hope I'm not going to make people sick. I think I. All right. Well, so this was this is HK Darkwoods. It has sleigh bells. So I hope that y'all are okay with that. If we want silent, I can mute it. Actually, I don't think I shared the audio. Let me fix that. Oh, okay. So share tab audio was automatically clicked now.
Oh.
Yep.
That's good to know.
Fancy. All right. I think I am going to start us off with 25 since we chatted a good bit in the beginning. Do we know what we're working on? Do we have our documents pulled up? Do we have water?
I'm doing game design, so yeah.
I'm going to be attempting to write a blog post, but we shall see what actually I work on.
Right. Yeah. And I am just going to start to do some free writing because I have not written in quite some time, so I need to get back into the swing of things. So I'm just going to be doing some free writing and trying to get some ideas going. So yes. So hopefully you have your documents pulled up. You have water. Save your work if you haven't done so in a while and you have your document open. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. That was the end of this one?
The first sprint.
This one.
Oh.
Let's do this one. Let's do that one. That was the end of our first sprint, a good 25-minute sprint. I got 418 words of some free writes. I was struggling there in the last 10 minutes. My brain was trying to wander a whole lot. So I guess that tells you that I'm used to that, still used to that 15-minute start. But I did get, I feel good in that I got at least that much done. I did start to switch to checking some things in my planners and whatnot, just because there were some things that I wanted to check. But 418 words, not bad for a start.
Nice.
How about you?
I was working, well, first the boyfriend got called into work, so he and I switched places. So I'm back in my room. And then I was working on the blog post, and I came up with 2 half paragraphs. So I guess that equals 1 whole paragraph.
Sometimes it's the hardest to get those starts.
Amen.
Fix the camera.
How about you, Charlie?
I think I have the basics of the conflict resolution system figured out.
Very nice.
Because this was supposed to be so simple. I was just going to write it for somebody else's system, and then, yeah. I can't do anything easy.
I was going to say, simple and Charlie, these don't quite go together. Are you doing World Ember again this year?
I am doing World Ember. I'm actually doing pretty good over there. Let me see if I can pull up my stats real quick. I'm almost halfway through my word count, I believe, for World Ember this year. 47.41% completed for World Ember already.
That's awesome.
So I'm doing pretty well over there. I got to a point where I was making things that, because this is supposed to be part of a game, I wanted to be making game stats for them, and then I got derailed into a side project. As you do. Well, as I do.
It's very easy to do. Okay, so all of us made some progress, which is good. There was a questionable, probably BOT. I don't know if they come when you say what they are, so I'm just going to not summon them by spelling out.
There were quite a few on Amber's earlier.
Yeah, so I went ahead and I hid that account. But anyway, so let's see, where were we? Okay, so Mallory at the beginning was saying, document, check. Actual water instead of caffeine, also check. Nice. CB is working on Marvel fanfic, but you need to get a drink. So hopefully you got that drink during the sprint. Chandra said, hello. Wonderful, Chandra. Elizabeth says, you're on your last 2 gradings of the end of term paper. So yeah, hopefully so you can accomplish both of those. I think I saw at the tail end of the sprint that you managed to get 1 down. So that'll be awesome. And Nikki is here. Hello. Mallory says you got about 3/4 of a page handwriting a 0 draft. Nice. I need to go back to 0 drafting and handwriting because I bought a lot more pens. I need to use them. Okay, so this shows you how much I cannot resist the pen aisle.
Who can? That's a better question.
This is just what I got in the last week.
That's a lot of pens.
I know. They were rainbow and some of them are metallic glitter, and how can you not?
Well, of course, if they're rainbow and metallic glitter, you have to get them. That's just required.
Yes. And I also finally caved and I ordered one of the Archer and Olive planners,
Nice.
journals, and along with some of the acrylograph like paint markers that they have. So those are coming too. I have a problem. I have a major problem. Mallory said hello and hello. Elizabeth says, 1 down. Yay! Just 1 more to go, and then you need to edit what you wrote on 2 more, and you'll be done. Excellent. You are so close, and that is awesome. Just Eva got some admin things done. Nothing checked off yet, but progress. Good. That's also, I should probably, during this next sprint, change the laundry over, because that's on the to-do list today. So, and yay, no echo now. Excellent.
Woo.
Good. Alley Cat got 78 words and gaming. Nice. Which game are you playing today? Inquiring minds want to know. CB says, I copy-pasted 9,335 words and edited it down to 5,878. Wow, that's a huge chunk that you just pulled.
Yeah.
I would weep over the lost words.
But, I mean, sometimes that's necessary. So, what come to mind? No.
Ellen Brock has been doing this wonderful series about the different types of writers. And the video that she did on, what was it, intuitive, methodological pantsers, I was just like, why are you coming for me in my house? Like, why? Like, because... yeah, I have to have it figured out, kind of, but not really. And if I go off on a tangent and have to delete words, it just like devastates me.
It happens, though.
It does.
Sad when it does.
The devastation is real.
Yes. So Nikki got 1 page of small edits done. Nice. CB says, because you decided you're going to use an old draft of the wedding scene instead. Okay. And CB says, no, I didn't get a drink, but I'm going to do that now. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad we reminded you. And Nikki said, hey to Mallory. Elizabeth says, pens. Yes, exactly. Exactly. The pen aisle and the notebook aisle are my happy places. Yes. Yes, very much so.
Give me paper and give me something to write with. I love the Ticonderoga pencils. Those are my favorite.
Yes. Yeah.
I have an entire mason jar full of them on my desk.
Somebody managed to find us some of the Blackwing pencils. And they're more like drafting pencils in a way. And they also have like a funky shaped eraser on it. I don't know how I feel about them. Mostly because of the eraser. Like the pencil part is fine. I'm just like, I need a giant eraser because mistakes. Which is usually why I also have like one of the cheapo rubbers nearby, and also one of the clicky ones. Nearby. I don't actually have one nearby at the moment. Shame on me. But yeah, the ones that kind of go with these. So Elizabeth says same. Yes, happy places. Your mother brought you your favorite Bic pens when she was here in September. Nice. Yay.
Yeah, I'm addicted to the G2s. Like, they're just dark enough. With my wonky eyes, I have very specific, like, the line has to be a certain size coming out of the pen, or I will write it down and never be able to read it again.
Yes, I've just found this is part of what I bought. Was the Inkjoy, which is by Papermate. They're gel pencils. It has a bigger barrel, so it's like close to the same size as the grip of a G2, but it's that way, like the full length of the barrel. And I prefer a thicker barrel because I find that when I have a smaller barrel, my hand gets tense and cramped, which is why I love the line weight of like one of the Pilot like needlepoint things, but the barrel is just so small that I wind up with cramped fingers. So this has been really nice. So if you like the line weight of the G2s, the Inkjoy gel pen, which they just came out with the rainbow pack, is very nice. So there's another pin for you to obsess over.
I hadn't realized how little I'd been handwriting until about a week ago when I was handwriting a lot of notes for various projects. And then I got this red mark on my finger and I was like, I'm dying, because I didn't realize I had let my callus, my holding callus, wear down a little bit. And then I just had this random red spot on my finger. And I'm like, why are you there? What are you doing? And then I picked my pen up. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I found that ever since I left college, like my callus has just kind of withered away because I have not been taking as much handwriting notes and whatnot. So during when I was doing the half mil wordy and I was writing a lot more by hand, I got some of it back, but now it's all disappeared again. So sad. So. Okay, so the big pens that are your favorite are a particular shade of blue that doesn't exist where you are. Oh, nice. And Courtney is here. Hello. Welcome. He said, I'm so late. You were in the car and you saw the notification. Well, again, it's the Dawdling Writer channel. I've dawdled a long time, so I'm finally here. So don't worry about being a little bit late. But welcome. And Kai is here. Hello. Yay.
I haven't seen you around for a while.
Yeah.
Hope everything is going well for you.
And Kate. Hello. No problems. I'm late enough as it is. So, alrighty. Shall we do another sprint?
Sure.
Sure. Are we okay with another 25?
That works for me.
Yeah. Do we want to use the same timer or do we want to try a different one?
That's a good question.
I'm along for the ride. I'm one of those like timer decisions derail everything in my brain. So I picked a timer to rule them all, which is why I'm always using the Halloween race. Because I made the decision. I don't have to make it again. It's fine.
It's a good one. But on the other hand, I haven't been here for a while, and HK has all these new, lovely, gorgeous timers. So
I just put up a bunch of new ones today.
Oh wow!
Yes, I think that was the one that we used for the first sprint. Was one of her new ones. So nope, it's not the first writing sprint anymore. It's the second sprint, which is the self-promo sprint. Ooh. If I can remember how to click all the things again. There we go.
Ooh, this one's pretty.
Yes. So this one has typewriter audio. So if that annoys you, feel free to mute us. Or let me know that we want it muted entirely. But let's see. Okay, so Mallory also says it's been a while since you've handwritten a lot. You have that groove reforming on your middle finger. Yes. Yes. CB says, my writing tutor gave us a huge project over the Christmas break to make an idea journal or a seed book. You're not going back to your writing group till May because you have the clarinet exam in March. Gotcha. Okay. Elizabeth says 25 is good. CB says, so you're doing your journal slightly different. Makes sense. Kai says, you're good. Yay, I'm glad. You're volunteering at an indie publisher's. Ooh, so you had a lot to learn. You managed to get your 50K last month, though. Excellent.
That's
good
awesome.
job. I did not even try. I did not even try.
I'm wearing my, underneath this, my winner's t-shirt. Like, yay. I haven't taken it off since yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love this shirt.
It's hard to let go of when you finally get it. So yes, I understand that. Chandra says, I do all my outlining and zero drafting in a notebook that helps keep you balanced. Nice. Okay, so CB is aiming for March 31st for your exam, and then Camp Nano starts the next day. True.
Whew.
April camp. Okay, so second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something that you would like to promote, your YouTube channel, your Twitch channel, your Etsy store, whatever it is, also any particular videos or charities or whatever it is that you are interested in promoting, now's the time to do so. And we will go ahead and get started with a 25-minute sprint. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to sip and stretch. I'm trying to remember what it was that was our usual, like, all the reminders. So save, sip, and stretch, I think. And snack if you need to.
Stretch. Snack was a good one. And
Yes.
there were 5, weren't there? What was the 5th one?
I don't remember.
Stretch.
Yeah.
Memory is
Save,
not my thing.
stretch. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I might have to go back and rewatch one of my old ones to see what in the world I did. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. 25 minutes in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. So, how'd we do? I was, I think, in some ways less productive that sprint, but I did get more water and I switched the laundry. So in some ways that's productivity, right? That's, to-do
It
list
counts.
stuff. But yeah, definitely less writing in that that sprint. I think I only got about 200 words. But yeah, I was also texting a friend who we're trying to meet up next weekend. So, in real life plans. Oh my, that's been a while. Both because of the great panini and also because of teaching. Definitely been a while. All right, so that was the self-promo sprint. So Megan, do you have anything you would like to promote?
Not off the top of my head, no. I've got my channel if you guys want to check it out, but other than that, I haven't really been posting on there because I have to find a job before I can start really streaming again. So,
but Megan's channel should be linked in the description below if I did my job right, which hopefully I remembered how to do. How about you, Charlie? What would you like to promote?
I have a new novella out. It's called A Noble Sacrifice. It is a urban fantasy story where 4 friends get lost in the Maryland woods and hijinks ensues. I've struggled to describe this. It was originally supposed to be a romance story. It still kind of is a polyamorous romance story, but if you're a fan of Charmed, those kinds of shows, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, it feels like a show that should be on the CW. I'm just saying, but yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on in there. This was my Vela project. This is the first 14 chapters of that collected up. So if you're not interested in Vela or it's not available in your country, you can now read the first collection out of there. And I've gotten several notes for when people get to one of the meet cutes in the story, because I think it's hitting everybody the same way it hit me, because it's probably the cutest meet cute I've ever written in the history of meet cutes. There are dragons involved, so
good thing.
I really like this story. Book 2 is written in that series. I'm in the middle of editing it now, and so yeah, if you are just looking for some rather lighthearted urban fantasy, contemporary fantasy romance, there you go.
So this link is this the Vela link, or is this?
That's to the Kindle book.
Okay.
Which it's currently exclusive to Kindle because it's enrolled in Kindle Unlimited. So if you have a Kindle Unlimited account, you can read it that way. Trying to
lucky people with Amazon accounts.
I've had a lot of fun writing this series. Also, for anybody who's curious, it has a non-binary lead character. So if anybody wants to get into that kind of thing, that's there too. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this story. I've had a difficult time talking about it because the way it exists in my brain has been really hard, because I'm 3 novellas in as far as the writing goes. And I'm thinking of it as a totality. And it's really hard for me to no, we're just talking about the first 14 chapters. Just the first 14 chapters. We can't talk. Oh, and there is a character in here named after Jules. Jules the bookworm is in this story. And she appears in this book and will become more prominent throughout, because would it be me if there weren't secret societies and conspiracies going on? Really? That's how you'd know I was a pod person.
Excellent. Okay, so let me find the beginning of the self-promos. Okay, so CB says, I'm Pepperoni Fan 1982 on Archive of Our Own. You have 34 stories up there now, and you have some videos on YouTube of you singing. And one of you playing the clarinet and acting. Nice. Excellent. And yes, Nikki was able to hydrate, stretch, save your documents, eat something, and most importantly, have fun. Yes, that is a good way to say it. Okay, let's see. Christina popped in and said, hello. Yay. Sorry I worried you, but I'm back from the grading hole. And here is Nikki's channel link. And Becca stopped by. Hello. Yay. Said I was greatly missed. So, yay. I mean, not yay that I wasn't here, but like, yay that people like me. Just Eva says, oof, I got way less done that sprint than the one before. Exactly. Me too. But not nothing, so it's fine.
I had cereal in that sprint, so it was sort of productive. I got food in my belly. That's important.
Yes.
I may have figured out the class system that I want to use for this and how I want that to work, which led me to figure out the attribute system for the characters. And I'm just like, am I overcomplicating or simplifying? Which?
It's a good question. And Nikki has made it to 130 subscribers. Yay! Yay! Congrats. I just dropped my pen. Sorry. My attention span is shortened a great deal over the last year.
There are attention spans?
Yes. What's
are those? An attention span?
Squirrel.
I didn't name any goldfish for nothing.
Eva says, congrats to Nikki. And Chandler finished a World Ember article. Yay!
Nice. Yay.
Always a good thing. And CB got 292 words. Excellent.
For now.
World Ember articles, like all World Anvil articles, are never finished. They're just kind of, this is as much as I'm going to do now. Like, I have to set hard limits on mine because, like, don't need to write a novel on each species.
But you could.
That's good. I so easily could, but no. Next.
Adulting equals productivity. In general, yes. Kate says, no writing that sprint, but walk the dog and got food. There seems to be a general consensus that was a, like, do things sprint. I like 126 and ate food. There we go. Elizabeth says, I think I'm done with the grading. Yay! That's awesome. The feeling of being done with the grading is so amazing. CB says, yay! And Kai says, that novella sounds awesome. Yes. CB says, don't forget to Hulk smash the like button. Or gently press it. One or the other.
Yeah, especially if your computer is touchscreen like mine is, you might not want to Hulk smash the button.
Yes, that could be dangerous. Hulk smash your technology. Just click the button with that amount of energy. Just click. Getting close to the 500 sub mark, which opens up the community tab. Yes, I'm somewhere around 450, I think. So
453 according to my computer.
I'm surprised I didn't lose a whole bunch over when I was not here. So hey,
considering how many people contacted me to make sure that you were okay, I'm not surprised that you didn't lose any.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I should have posted something.
You have a very devoted community.
Well, so I clicked on my channel again for like the first time in several months, and I realized I still have my Welcome to 2021 video up as like my channel welcome video. So I gotta fix that. I think that was my last actual edited video rather than a live. That tells you how good I am at editing videos and posting them on a regular schedule.
Why do you have to come at me in my own house? Like,
hey, you do way better than me, okay? You actually have videos that you posted and that you edited, and you have like transitions in them, And me, I'm just like over here. I haven't posted a thing since January. I think Charlie's channel is awesome. And if you haven't seen it in a while, you should check it out.
Agreed.
And the blushing is real.
Well, you don't have your camera on, so we can't see it.
I know, that's why I said it out loud.
Nikki says, hydrate and posture check. Yes, thank you for posture check. I know we aren't on Twitch, but still a good idea. Yes, eventually I will also pay more attention to my Twitch channel. Eventually.
There will be Boyfriend Dungeon on mine soon.
Ooh.
Nikki says, thanks. Mallory got about half a page, give or take a couple of lines. We'll take it. Then Jules can let us know when she drops off the... I know. I should let people know that. I'm really bad at letting people know, hey, I might be gone for a while, because I never really planned to be gone for a while.
It just happens.
So, yeah. CB says, don't Hulk smash the like button. Literally. You're going to see Spider-Man No Way Home on Wednesday. Nice.
Ooh.
Sounds fun.
I hope it's available on streaming somewhere, because with the Disney-Sony fight going on, I don't know where it will end up.
That's true.
But I do not trust our theater for so many reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, last time we went, I literally lost a shoe because the floor was so sticky.
Ooh.
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 Pulled the shoe from my foot.
Ooh.
There's a lot of reasons I don't like our local theater. Yeah, there are a lot of reasons I don't like our local theater.
All right. I think I have pulled up the next one of HK's timers. And it is back to the sleigh bell audio.
Nice. The last one was so clicky. I was like, yeah,
type. Yes, it was very, in some ways, very motivating. But it was also like, I'm not going that fast.
I'm over here handwriting, like, I need to write faster to catch up with all this typing.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Oh.
So
Stevie says, I think I'm pretty much done with the MCU after No Way Home.
Oh.
Is that it?
Oh.
Interesting.
Yes. We'll have to hear CB's reasons why. All righty. So let's see if we can dig out our reminders out of the dusty vault. So don't forget to hit the save button. Don't forget to take a sip of water. Don't forget to stretch or do a posture check, as Nikki reminded us. And don't forget to get up, move around, and get yourself a snack if you need to. I think that's the way I used to do it. So we are ready for 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. That was sprint number 3. And we have managed to get through that. So yay. I started working just in my bullet journal, making some to-do lists, some of it for bullet journal for 2022, some of it for moving, some of it for things I need to look up, things like that. So productive, just not writing. I'm dawdling again. How about you, Megan?
I'm so shocked.
Right? It's so surprising. I mean, you would never think that someone who named their channel The Dawdling Writer would ever dawdle.
Never.
So I was just working on, coming up with ideas for short stories, because the short story I was working on, I don't think I'm going to finish. I don't think I can end it. Like, I don't know how to end it, so I'm just going to let it sit there until it thinks about what it's done for a while. And then I got into looking up Cyrano to see when it comes out, because I keep getting different dates every time I look it up. And so apparently it's getting a December 17th release date in New York and Los Angeles, so that it qualifies for the Academy Awards. But I don't know when it will be released everywhere else.
Early. Right.
And does San Diego, is that close enough to Los Angeles that it counts? Like that they'll show it down here? I don't know. I hope so. I want to see the movie. I'm so excited for it.
I live in your excitement. I want to get excited about something.
It sounds like I've started seeing like spoilers and stuff like that, and I have to keep like, no, I don't want to see this. I can't, even though I know the story so well. Like I don't want to know what they changed.
I feel like I grew all the super fruits out of the freaking garden. Need a hammer.
Hubby just pulled a potato out of the bag because he's making mashed potatoes to go with the leftover brisket. And the potato that he pulled out is just gigantic. It makes his hand look tiny, and he does not have small hands. And he's just, I feel like I'm in my Don't Starve Together garden, and I grew one of the super potatoes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Nice.
That's when I reviewed the system as I've gotten it so far with him, because he's played a lot of tabletop role-playing games as well, just to be like, is this too much, too little? Like, have I already betrayed my goal of simplifying things down? And so far, he doesn't think that I have, so I'm pushing forward. So I have a basic conflict resolution system now that can have numbers applied to it. So hopefully I'll be able to pull some playtesters together and do some very rough, like, does this work in practice testing.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to create probably a second Discord that is just dedicated to all this, and I'll put the invite in my Discord and probably a couple others when it's up for anybody who wants to be part of the playtests.
That could be fun.
I want to at least be a witness to the play test. I don't know if I want to join the playing, but I want to at least witness it.
Yeah, I would probably not be an ideal tester since I have not really played a whole lot of tabletop games.
Same.
So,
yeah. Well, that's the thing, is I'm trying to make it very entry friendly, but at the same time, like, I love the Cypher system for its simplicity, but when you actually try to run certain kinds of stories with it, it just falls apart and does not feel as engaging as it could be.
okay.
And so I'm trying to find like this like fine line between the over complexity of some systems that shall not be named and the over specificity of others, like D&D. Like D&D is good for one thing, and that's it. And that's dungeon crawling. So one system to like slot into this very specific peg that I need to make, and it's just like,
You'll get it.
I should just be using someone else's system.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. All right, let's scroll back up and see where we were. Okay, so CB was talking about No Way Home. And Mallory says, sorry, what, Charlie?
New feature in StreamYard that you might want to use is you can now give stars to comments. So you can star where you left off in chat before a sprint, so you can go back.
Oh, is that what the... Oh.
And find it easier when you come back. I've started doing that since they added that.
Does it like make it blue or a different color? Yes,
actually,
it does.
Yeah, and it makes it, and it adds it over to a starred queue.
Whoa.
So that you can find it again later.
Oh,
if
fancy.
If you just want to star a couple ones that you want to go back to and re-reference.
Oh. That would be really cool for Chandra's streams. That way when she has a question that she can scroll back up to for her cards. Anyway, so Mallory says HK's Halloween, I don't know why I just dropped the H there. Halloween timers are my favorite. Witches and flames crackling in the background. Yes, please. Sony and Disney are fighting like a divorced couple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very true. Okay, I'm going to skip the spoiler. Nikki was asking about Siri. But I guess Nikki will just have to read further. Yes, and Elizabeth is saying, please no spoilers, not yet.
Oh, yeah, I've been very careful not to spoil some things that are probably going to happen.
Yeah.
The only spoiler that I feel like is worth knowing is who a certain actor is going to be playing, but that's fine. I am very excited about some of the new cast that's coming in for season 2.
Yes. Elizabeth says there is probably heaps more to be done before the break, but oh lordy, I have climbed the grading mountain. Yay! And the back is hurting, and you're going to make some soup and enjoy the evening. And so Elizabeth headed off early, but did ask when I would be streaming again. So I will not be streaming during the week. I might join like Charlie on the evenings if I can manage to have the energy for that. But then I will be back on Monday the 20th. So not next weekend because I've got in real life plans, but on Monday, the following, not tomorrow, but the following Monday. So yes. Kai said, enjoy your evening, Elizabeth. And Mallory got almost 100 100? What? Words. What the heck? I can't read apparently anymore. That's a problem. Mallory got almost a whole page. I think I'm still in the teacher mindset of like 100%. Like, ooh. Yeah. Mallory got a whole page. And you're up to 31 pages so far. Happy dance. Ooh. 100 also means happy dance in teacher. So there's several reasons for that, I guess. I don't know. I'm making excuses up. Kate says, edited a scene and started writing one to add to chapter 31. Excellent. So 31 is apparently a repeating number for today.
I've noticed that. So
maybe it's the number to play on the lottery tonight. I don't know. CB says 584 words. Nice. Excellent. Kai going through some important plot notes that she wrote during Nano that you are sure to forget. Yes, you want to reread over those so you don't forget. CB was asking what movie. I think this is for
Cyrano.
Yes. Alley Cat got 44 words and still gaming. Nice. I'm wondering which game you're playing because I don't think you answered that at this. I don't know. Who knows? You could just not want to let us know. In that case, that's fine. I'm just being nosy. That's all. CB missed some of that because you were in the kitchen. Oh, this is the movie question. Gotcha. You're going to go see West Side Story with your support worker on the 30th. Ooh, that should be fun. And Jessica is here. Hello. Thank you. I've been gone for a while. Yes. So I'm glad to be back. And see, the 20th is the day you go see Les Mis. Nice. You've got all kinds of fun things lined up. Excellent. All right. We need another timer. Another sprinty sprint. I'm just going for the 25s today. I'm not asking anybody's opinion about it. I'm just going, here's the 25.
It's my stream and we will sprint how I want to.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. I think I like the sleigh bell audio. So we'll go back to the gingerbread light one.
Watching the stream. Oh, okay.
All the clicky things. I'm sure it's annoying. But there it is. Okay. So don't forget to save your document. Don't forget to sip your water. Don't forget to stretch and do a posture check. And straighten your spine. That's what I used to say. Hello.
Yes.
It's taken me this long to remember. And don't forget to get a snack if you need one. Those are your reminders. And we can now get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello.
Yep.
I got a couple more ideas down, and I'm continuing to work in my bullet journal. Getting some ideas and journaling done. So some unknown number of handwritten words. Some unknown variable. Could be very, very low. Could be it's pretty low. It's pretty low. Just saying. No great swath of cramped spider writing. Not this time anyway. So, how about y'all?
I started compiling lists of basic skills that I need to think about and putting together a simple and hopefully the actual combat system so that I can move on to playtesting the very rudimentary thing. Does feel like work. Does feel like overly complex. Does feel confusing. Need answers. At early stage, need input so that I don't have to rewrite everything later.
It's always better to catch it in the early stage. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I base everything off of the mechanics that I have now and then find out those mechanics do not work at all, like it's just a lot of wasted time at that point.
That's how I felt when I made a patchwork runner for the top of my dresser, and I multiple times put the pieces the wrong way, like not facing correctly. And then when I was ready to finally sew the back onto the front, I did it again, and I like sewed up one whole side. So then I had to sit there and like seam right.
Oh no!
It was frustrating. Very frustrating. So yes, it's much better to catch it in the early stages rather than. Let's see if I can maybe get the camera to do right.
Oh, that's very pretty.
So it's more greens than sort of what it was showing on the camera. But yes, so I at least got it done finally. But it took me quite a bit of seam ripping and then resewing. So
well, I was working on actually I ended up on Twitter, so I can't say I was working on anything.
You were doing research for your next contemporary novel.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's an interesting world on the internet today, so especially since Anne Rice passed away, there's a whole bunch of
I missed that.
Yeah, she passed away. It posted earlier this morning about that. So I found quite a few hippo videos to repost, so that was fun. Hippo eating an apple, which was just adorable. And then the boyfriend came in and he's like, "Oh, we have an outing today. Like his friend is hosting a party," and I'm like, "I have no clothes to wear. Like, what am I? I don't want to go and socialize. Like, what is socializing? I haven't done that in years now. It's just no." Oh well, I did socialize on Thanksgiving, but still, I don't want to do it again.
It's too soon.
I've noticed since the panini, like I'll be watching a show and they'll all be like packed in at a party, and I'm just like, "What? What are you doing?
Space out, guys! Space out!
Why
Stop breathing each other's air."
Yeah, it's just it has changed me.
Yeah. And now
I always was a homebody, but now I'm even more so.
Oh yeah, this was like my hermit skills taken up to max.
Yeah. And also now anytime we're going to read fiction books that are set slightly in the future, but they were written before the panini, you're like, what are you doing? You didn't mention the panini. What's happening to your book? So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's when I decided, like, for one of my series, like, it's just going to become full alt history after about 2013 because, like, there's just so many events that I just don't want to have to figure out how they would affect the story because they really
God.
wouldn't, but in some ways and in others, like, by the time we get to the Panini, like, I just no. It's going to be a world where that magically never happens.
Yeah, that'd be nice, right? If we could just snap our fingers and have that go away. So, yeah. Goodness. All right, let's see how everybody else did. CB says, for your birthday in September, your aunt got tickets for her and your cousin and you to go to see the Book of Mormon on the 14th. You have like all kinds of fun things stacked up. You have all kinds of shows to go to. Nice. Mallory got half a page that time. Excellent. Progress. Read some of chapter 13 in the Name of the Wind. Okay, I'm still upset at Patrick Rothfuss. Still upset. But also, like, I can't be too mad because
He's a farmer now.
yeah. Well, he has his own like mead farm. He's just sitting up there chilling, making his own mead. He's made enough money that he doesn't need to write book 3. And he occasionally goes online. He talks about making his world into a tabletop game, and he plays games on the computer. And he's like, whenever somebody comments about him writing, he's like, "Don't bother me.
I feel like
Not my writing time. Don't bother me."
I feel like somebody needs to trick him like they did the main character in The Name of the Wind and just like keep showing up to the pub and being like, "So you seem to have a mysterious backstory." Okay. I mean, that's basically the plot of the book is annoying stranger keeps poking and prodding until they get the backstory of the guy. Like, just like, "Hi. We're living through your first book right now, trying to get book 3. Hi."
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, he has made the ultimate. He's made like the writer's dream, which is he's made enough money off of book 1 and book 2 that he doesn't have to write anything or work another day in his life.
I know what will eventually probably get him to make book 3, and that's when a large company buys the film and or TV rights.
Yeah.
And they're like, "But you need to finish the series. Here is millions of dollars. Finish series now, please."
Yeah.
So could somebody get on that, please?
That'd be great. That would be great. CB got an additional 219 words. Excellent.
Nice.
Kai says, I've owned that book for years and still haven't read it. It is a massive, intimidating tome. Like, chunky. So, yes.
And if you have a thing about time shifts, take notes.
Yes. But it's good. It's very good. So, CB says, I have a sewing machine, but you haven't got it set up. Gotcha. You need to learn how to do it. Well, I had to, I was doing the actual patchwork part by hand. And then when I got to like sewing the back onto the front, I just went and got the singer and had mom show me how to thread it again. Cause it's always so long in between projects that I'm like, how do I do this again? I could probably do it, but I might screw it up. So yes, this is when you heard about Anne Rice this morning. Yes.
I'm having very complex feels about that. And
yeah,
it all started with the really selfish ones of what does this mean for the TV series? Because because the contract's very clear that they cannot proceed without her approval.
Oh,
like she had final sign off on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
then does that revert to the estate and whoever has power of attorney, or does it just end?
Right. Like what? Like that's the unfortunate selfish part of this is, went into my mind first because I love the Vampire Chronicles so much, and was really getting excited for the series. Though if that means Christopher's going to have a say in it, then they'll be really good. If it does go to the estate.
Who died?
Anne Rice.
Oh.
Yep. Mallory says, anything contemporary I write, I just kind of ignore the panini. You hear about enough, you don't want to write it too. That's
right.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
The first novel
Unless
I
you're
wrote.
using it as sort of like a brief mention of it in terms of like, oh, and then you change the genetics and now you have werewolves and vampires and ghosties and supernatural things, and that's how you get to that point in your universe.
The
Right?
first novel I wrote had the panini in it. Like, I just couldn't imagine writing anything without the panini in it, because it was just like, it's so. And this was in the beginning of the panini too, so it was like really there, hard to ignore. So I wrote it into the story. I didn't like the way the story turned out though. The panini did kind of make it a bit difficult to do things in real life and in fiction.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really curious over the next 5-10 years as we psychologically come to terms with what's been going on, what kinds of stories we're going to see. Because when you look at like after the First and Second World War, where the invasion stories really kicked in and were very, very specifically inflected by the experience of those global traumas, like.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to affect more than just 5 and 10 years, because you have an entire generation of kids who their formative years have been spent, or several of their formative years have been spent in relative isolation.
Yeah, the reason I picked the 5 to 10 years is I don't think we're going to get a sense of the aftermath.
Yeah. I think it will be
fiction until then.
It will begin to really show when those kids start reaching teenage and then young adult age, and some of them begin writing themselves, or begin altering the market as to what they buy, or their parents buy for them. Yeah, that's definitely, probably when we'll begin to see things. But I think it's a generational shift, and it's gonna make a difference.
It's gonna make Ridley Scott angry. Sorry.
CB says, I've ignored the panini writing wise. You touched on it in a single sentence because you don't want to have bad karma. Yeah. CB says, I'm going to the Nutcracker the day before the Book of Mormon, so you can use the same test result. Okay. So you have a very big birthday in September 2020.
Nice.
Yes. Do it. Yes. Excellent.
Yeah, CB and I are 10 years apart. We both have big birthdays coming up.
I think I'm going to be 35 this year.
You think?
Well, so here's the thing. Like, we have a running joke between my friends and I that we're turning like 21 for the 14th time. And so now I'm like, wait, how old am I really doing? It's really bad. I usually just ask my brother, I'm like, how old are you again this year? And then take 2 off. We're 1.5, but like we're in the point of the year that it's 2. So CB says, when my mother was in school, World War II was modern studies for her, and the kings and queens of Britain was history. Interesting. And then you got World War II in history. Yeah. There's going to be all kinds of things that, well, that's if the schools buy new textbooks for the children. Always a good question.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not salty about the educational system at all. Since you hit your 30s, you've lost track of your age as well. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter as much anymore. Like, you've hit the milestones. The next one you're looking forward to is what, like Social Security? Otherwise, it's just another year.
They get weird though. Like, I turned 45 this year, and that one did weird things in my brain.
Okay.
Just weird things. Like after my birthday, like every little thing is like, is this what kills me? Like, just everything is just, yeah.
Feeling your mortality, huh?
Yes. Very much so. It also doesn't help that everything's getting its anniversary release right now, and I'm just like, that cannot possibly be. Oh, yeah. Like I watched the thing because HBO is going to be doing this big thing to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Fellowship of the Rings.
What? It's
Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah. Yeah. That breaks my
What?
brain.
And that
I'm
just
not old enough for that to be 20 years old.
20 years?
Yeah, that just shattered my brain. I was like, no, and I like immediately looked up the release date, and I was like, oh.
How old is Orlando Bloom then? He like never ages.
Right?
A lot of the Hollywood actors and actresses never age.
Well, they all have such good skincare.
Yeah.
They can afford it.
Yeah, and personal trainers and dietitians and chefs and Botox. I'm
all
sure
the
also
things you
helps.
need. Yeah.
So the what's that? The Writer's Market book is the 100th anniversary this year.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got one of those. Haven't read it yet because it's another one of those massive tomes, kind of like Name of the Wind, although it's less stories inside it. It's more like, here's what accepts what and where. Megan's looking up Orlando Bloom.
I am. He's 44 years old. Wow. I did not know this.
Yes, he's your age. Hubby from the other room went, oh crap, he's my age?
He looks so young.
In season 2 of dang it, brain, just why are you like this? The show that he has on Amazon Prime, that Carnival Row, is going to be coming out soon. Because it got delayed because they were supposed to start filming the day of the first lockdown.
Oh man.
They were all in Prague getting ready to start filming in March last year. And
wow.
So it's been a little bit, but I really liked season 1 and I'm looking forward to season 2.
Daniel Radcliffe is 32, apparently. I just looked that up.
Wow.
For Harry Potter. Because I remember them being close to my age and my friend's age. So yeah. That's also frightening and sad at the same time.
Everyone's getting older.
I know.
What is this?
Hell.
How does time work?
Why are you?
And on the other hand, like I'm also feeling both young and old again because all of the new old Disney movies. Because it's like my childhood all over again. So I'm like, yay! But then they're all live action and just completely different. So I'm like, this is just not the same. And then I feel old because I'm like, the old woman's better.
Yeah, I feel that. With the exception of like, I will fight for Maleficent no matter what. I love.
Yes, that one is amazing.
It's good too, but not
that one is amazing. So they did right with that one, I think.
How did you not give Nala an I Am song? You had Beyonce. Sorry.
True. Yeah.
All the songs.
Well, then I saw that Cowboy Bebop, the live action, was canceled.
Yeah, after like what was it, a month?
Yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to want to watch it. Like I've seen it already. You know what I'm saying? Like it the original. Like I did not feel a need for it.
Well, apparently it went very differently from the actual series, from what I've read.
And I'm sure
I
that
haven't
would
watched
people
it.
mad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. All right. Well, it is about 5 o'clock, which is usually my ending time. So, Charlie, do you want to give your outro?
Sure. And of course, as soon as you call my name, I start coughing.
I was going to say, sure. Like,
the dog starts barking. I start coughing. It's like everything's quiet, and then it's like, Charlie, would you like to say something? Yes. Loud noises.
about
Hello.
how life goes.
Yeah. My name is Charlie. I do way too much. If you haven't checked out my latest album, Pride by Project Shadow, definitely check it out wherever you listen to your streaming music. It should be in everywhere right now. I really enjoy it. It's was created using numerology, and so you might actually know quite a few of the people that the songs are inspired by. It was a lot of fun. Definitely check that out. I have a new novella out, which is called A Noble Sacrifice, that I put a link into the chat earlier for that. I also do all the streaming twice a week, generally here on the YouTubes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday is Fantasy First Aid, where we help you through your world building and story issues, and that's a lot of fun. And then on Wednesday and Friday, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, we do streams with writing sprints and just general hangout chats over on Twitch. And yeah, I just do too much.
You do quite a bit,
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
but it's all wonderful.
Yes. We enjoy all of it.
Yes,
And I
we
have
do.
a super secret project in the works that we'll be launching in the new year. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Super secret. Nice. All right. Megan, do you have an outro you want to do?
I guess I do. Hi, my name is Megan. If you want to check out my channel, it's linked down below. I haven't been posting anything on there lately, but I'm hoping to start posting more and more content after I find a job. Let's see what else was there. I've also been working on some short stories, so hopefully I'll have some content to be posting up there as well. But I have to finish the short stories first to do that. So get on me about that. And that's about it.
Do you, because you're pretty active over on Twitter, right?
I'm very active on
Yes.
Twitter.
So what is
At
your
least
Twitter?
posting lots of hippo content.
Which is always good.
Yes. When my Twitter is I'm Megan McCarthy. So it's just I am MEGANMCCARTHY. I had to actually think about how do I spell my name?
And I am Jules the Dawdling Writer, and I am back, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite back on the normal schedule just yet. So I will be back Monday the 20th. And we'll do the 1 to 3 time slot like we had been doing. So that's the plan as of now. So I will see y'all soon and I will I'm hoping to join Charlie on some of the streams in the evenings. I'm hoping, like, sometimes I get home and I'm just like, I have no energy. I just need to curl in on myself. But hopefully,
Understandable.
This being the last week, I'll be able to have some energy. So, yes. All right. Don't forget to save your documents, especially if you've actually been working in your documents, unlike me. So save. Don't forget to sip, and go ahead and make sure you get up and stretch before you go off to wherever else you were going. Let me copy and paste Devin's link for the YouTube playlists that is now in the chat so that you can see wherever else everybody is streaming. I'm waiting for it. There we go. It finally popped through. I probably should have pasted it in the YouTube chat rather than in the StreamYard one, but whatever. It's there. You can now find it. So thank you very much for joining us, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.